I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I believe you should come once a day.
Whoa.
All right, welcome to the bracket episode 178. Bit of a lighter crew today as Tommy he had the sniffles. He's a sick guy. Just a generally sick person. And Cheah is at the science fair, but we do have a very interesting film, our newest hire, Tbob Herbert. Very excited to have you on to the bracket, my friend.
Oh, is it Kenjac? What's up, dude?
Is it her bear?
No, it's both are wrong. Then again, I think in the original Dave clip when he announced the hiring, he said Herbert. So it's pronounced A-Bear.
A-Bear, okay.
Yes, A-Bear, but it's actually spelled Hebert. So in saying Herbert, you're actually wrong on multiple fronts.
So I was wrong on 18 levels. There's not even an R.
See, but spelled Hebert.
I have an excuse, though, at least, because built in, I'm like magnetically inclined to see Herbert everywhere I go as a Chargers fan. So I just automatically, whenever I see anything close.
Absolutely fair. I got hit up with a lot of like, are you related to him? After he got drafted.
So embarrassing.
No. Of course, Herbert is the British variation of the last name, whereas A-Bear, we come from the French.
The Cajuns, that's right.
Yeah.
But today we have an episode as we did the best A things, I believe, like probably 2 months ago now. Now that we're going to move on to, I think, best C things we're saying today. So best things in life that start with the letter C. We've definitely done something close to this, but I think we wanted to redo it because it basically just ends up being tits for the most part. Every time we do one of these, it ends up being boobs. We're trying to avoid that this time.
Sounds like you guys are getting it right, though.
We haven't it's usually been boobs almost every single time, but we're trying to avoid that this time. Trying is the opportune word here. But before we get to all that, let's talk about game time. Baseball is back, and there's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially at last minute. Lucky for us, we always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down closer you get to showtime. Plus, the Game Time Picks feature makes it easier than ever to get great deals on the seats you want. Just pull up to your event, turn on the GT Picks feature at the top of the screen, and browse to your best local Game Time Picks near you on the Game Time app homepage. I just did it for you guys, looked up Cubs tickets for the Cubs at Phillies tonight. 6:45, Game Time Picks. You can get tickets for $50 in the section 114. That's right along the third baseline. It looks first baseline. It looks amazing. And that's an incredible price. And you can put those savings back in your pocket, spend it at the ballpark on a hot dog, new hat, 50-50 tickets, or something. So, good old-fashioned Cracker Jacks, whatever you want. What are you waiting for? Go get those Cubs tickets, whatever you want, with Game Time Picks feature. You won't be getting Reds tickets, though. We were just talking about how much they stink.
They don't even stink. It's the worst place imaginable. They're just mid. They've been 3-3, 5-5, 6-6. They have not broken away from the 500 record.
That is the worst spot.
It is awful. They don't have a single come from behind. They're losing in the fifth inning. They have not come from behind one time to win a ball game. They're just mid.
Ugh.
Gross.
I was telling
a weird branding thing. I think it's just Cracker Jack singular, which I don't love.
Double mispronunciation to start.
No S. There's no S. It's Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BRACKET for $20 off your first purchase. We love Game Time here. Again, anytime you watch anything Barcelona, you hear us talk about it. I'm actually using them to go see a Phillies game 2 weekends from now after our Beautiful Dozen tournament next week. So again, terms apply. Create an account, redeem code BRACKET for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. I beat you guys to I knew you were all going to chant it. So I beat you to it this time. Yeah, fuck, I beat you.
You beat us to it.
I beat you to it. So, best things in life that start with the letter C. I wanted to start off with the food matchup, which is our 12 versus 5 seed. Our 12 seed.
I hate to interrupt. I couldn't think of anything that starts with C.
What do you mean?
I didn't do well. I could not, racking my brain of things that are good. I don't think C might be the worst starting letter for good things.
I'm thinking chocolate and cheese right now.
I mean, cheese, coffee,
Tbob
chicken.
gave me a list.
I couldn't think of those. Holy shit, those are the most common good foods. I was struggling this morning.
I mean, Tbob gave me a list of 800 items. It was incredible. I think the longest list I've ever received.
And even a tiered list in which I had my personal favorites.
God.
You're sick up.
Trying to come correct.
Yes.
A couple of C words right there, boys.
Come correct. You just alliterated
Good God.
it. Yeah.
Good
oh my God.
Lord.
So 12 seed versus 5 seed. The 12 seed is, I wanted to add this one in here because it's, I think, my most eaten food in my personal lifetime history, Caesar salad. I loved the word Caesar. I think Caesar's an elite C, used to the word C to start a word. And I just love chicken Caesar salad. You add alliteration onto it, that's double points. And I think chicken Caesar salad is a valid top C food, although it is specific. And that's going up against number 5 seed, the bane of one football player's existence, China food. China food it took Eddie Lacy out of the NFL. China food is delicious. People love China food.
China food?
Bro, it's chicken Caesar's great, right? It's one of my favorite room service meals. It's probably right underneath like a great club sandwich. But
oh my god,
I have a
you're just fucking
club.
What are you're
I didn't realize that, but I have a list that I've been building of my top 5 favorite things in the world, like on planet Earth, and Chinese food is on that list. There's no fucking way that a chicken Caesar salad can beat Chinese food.
So let's start with you, Nick.
I agree completely.
We'll start with you on the voting, Nick. Which one do you think is better, China food or Caesar salad?
Chicken Caesar salad has sometimes it's too anchovy-y, and that makes it not as good for me. Chinese food is so broad. It's delicious, it's pretty cheap, and it's so accessible everywhere you go. Chinese food.
One vote for Chinese food, KB.
Yeah, Chinese food is up there with maybe best things. I don't know. It's the best food. It's up there with the best foods.
Their branding is so top notch with the fucking paper menu where you get to see what year you were born in. I believe I'm Year of the Monkey. Of course, the fortune cookie, and then the to-go carry-out. Like, they are just top to bottom. Their brand recognition is incredible.
I think Chinese food is pretty fascinating too, in that it not many things do this. It operates, at least in my opinion, on a inverse quality principle, where almost like the cheaper the Chinese food, the better the just more solid, the more comfort food it is, right? Like a little Panda Express, cheap little bad kind of Chinese place. You get that sesame chicken, little fried rice, crab wonton. You're gonna
crab.
Throw on a
crab.
Throw on a great
I'm so
movie.
fascinated by this. You're just listing Chinese food in the top 5, and you're just like Panda Express.
Bro,
It's the opposite of Japanese food, because the Japanese food, the more expensive, the better it seems to be.
You're right about that.
Like a nice Chinese restaurant, I honestly don't have a ton of time for. Like I'm talking like cheap Chinese specifically at home with a great movie or sport on the television. It operates like a drug where you eat it all and then you start and it feels great going in. Then you start to come down. You're like, I'll never do this again. And then the craving hits about a week later and the cycle repeats.
Absolutely.
To your credit, I think that, and comes from the experience of in-laws running a Chinese food restaurant, the things you want to look out for, you want to see a 13-year-old doing homework running the register. If you see that,
family business.
If you see that, you are about to have the best Chinese food of your entire life. That is typically, you want it to look like a rundown dump. The nicer it looks, not as good as it's going to be, because there is also a difference.
If one of the Chinese children is doing homework and the youngest Chinese child is on like a tricycle going through the restaurant, oh my God, it's about to be good.
You're about to have the greatest food of your entire life. And you want them to spend no time, no effort, no money making sure that the restaurant looks like super shiny, like or really beautiful, whatever. You want them to be focusing on the food, and that food they make in that same dish for fucking 40 years, and it's the best thing you've ever had in your life. It doesn't matter what it is: sesame chicken, General Tso's, crab rangoon, fucking egg rolls, anything incredible. I would go for, and again, Caesar salad, my number 1 most eaten food. I would go for China food as well. Robbie?
Yeah.
Are you
Caesar
Eddie Lacying this?
I'm Eddie Lacy.
China food.
I'm specifically. That's what I'm saying. It literally ran Eddie Lacy out of the NFL. China food killed him.
Yeah.
Slick pickup there.
Send it through. Yeah.
Did he already say that? Yeah. Oh fuck.
Goddamn.
I don't know this reference.
So Eddie Lacy, the NFL player, became very heavy to the point where it ran him out of the NFL, and all he would tweet about is how much he loved China food. He'd be like,
China food.
Friday night,
China food.
Friday night, time for China food. Thursday night, time for China food.
Was he all pro in 2013?
His
was
rookie
that
year.
Making the rounds on the internet? I did not remember that. I thought he was always fat and bad.
Dude, his rookie year, he was a beast.
He was good.
He's very good. And then he just got very fat, and then he just couldn't really play anymore. But yeah, that's China food is going to move on. Now we have our number 4 seed versus our number 13 seed. Our 13 seed is from Nick. Charged battery at 100%. Now, the second you clip it out of the battery, you take it out of the battery clip and you see it at 100%, it is the greatest, right?
You can go anywhere.
The world is your oyster. It's going. I'll be honest. I'm looking at this now. I kind of gave it a tough draw. A lot of people submit a different form of this. I think this is the best way to keep it kind of nebulous. Climaxes. So take it as you will. Yeah. I don't necessarily mean sexual. Just climaxes in general, being at the peak of whatever.
We're gonna do sexual here, right?
I don't think we have to. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I think it could remain more nebulous.
I think we have to.
4 seed.
I think we have to.
Climax is a 4 seed with that broad of a definition, like the climax of a movie, the climax of sex, climax emotionally, That's pretty. That I mean, that's bringing a lot to the table there.
Wait till you see the 3-2-1. So the climaxes, I think the nebulous term of climaxes versus your charged battery at 100%. Gooch.
I'll be honest. I am on the other side of Nick right here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's working here, but there's a little bit of relief I get when my phone dies. Like if I'm out,
That's a problem.
my phone
You're
dies.
in hell.
My phone dies. I'm like, God damn, Jeff's not going to message me for 3
You
hours.
got Zelo down your fucking neck.
So yeah, no, I'm gonna go the other side. Climax just feels wrongly seated here, so I'm interested to see what the top 3 seeds would be, because climaxing, whether it's sex,
any
or
kind.
any kind, yeah.
My only counter argument for climaxes is I feel like the very second you hit, even when sometimes when you're approaching the climax, you're like, oh, it's gonna suck after this. Doesn't even matter like what you.
But that's not it.
But this is the climax.
It is the literal
peak.
just the climax.
It's a different seed. That's the
Yes.
come down.
Yeah, the come down could also have been seated, but it would have not been in
They've been
the
awful.
worst seed things.
Yes.
Between these two, I do think the charged battery, the feeling of the second you unplug and you just see it sitting at 100% for a little bit, it feels great, especially if you have it in low power mode and it sits on 100% for a little bit. I gotta go with climaxes though.
Even that is a climax in its own right, though, right?
yeah, the
It's,
unplug
it's
and
the
seeing it.
battery reaching
Sure,
its big head.
battery's climax. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a climax for you as you see it and know that you have all this latitude to work with for the rest of the day. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I believe you should come once a day.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
I think like it's going to be near impossible for this to get knocked off for me. We're going to have to see what else this is going to run up.
So you've been daily for how long?
Oh.
50? No, I mean, what?
Oh my
20
God.
years? 20 years?
Good God. It's kept you young.
I think I learned how to jerk off at UNC basketball camp when I was like 10 or 11. So that's probably like 25 years now.
Wow.
Even
Coach
though I've
Roy
been
Williams.
Well, so
Michael
the
Jordan
older
was
guys-
teaching him how to fucking beat off.
Roy Williams.
The
What
older
a-
guys are telling me about it, like what to do, but I remember
Roy
it was funny.
Williams.
The guy told me like, "Yeah, you just go in there and you just shake your dick." I'm like, okay. And I had already naturally, I didn't realize I was doing it. I had already naturally learned how to jerk off, just like on my own.
Primal, yeah.
Yeah. And so I went in there and I'm like shaking my dick. And I'm like, this doesn't feel as good as what I do.
Yeah.
So I remember doing what I did, but then I went outside and I was like, boys, I just fucking shook. But that shit felt so good. I just shook my dick
You have
so
no
hard.
idea how hard I shook it.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, I mean, I think there's actually like plenty of studies out there as well that say you should come at least 20 times a month for your health.
Minimum.
20. Okay.
I don't know.
Still
Dude.
not
Y'all look
quite.
it up, boys.
Still not quite, but
You're close.
yeah.
It reminds me of Tommy, actually. You had the reverse Tommy Smokes experience, where his initial learning how to jerk off was to like DJ spin the
Yes,
head of his dick.
he rubbed his
Yeah.
clit.
It would hold
You're
it.
not, Kyle, are you not,
go like
are, you
that.
not, are you not jerking off? Are you not coming 20 times? Are you coming in the teens?
Are you come maxing?
Probably, probably not quite 20.
Damn.
Yeah, but I feel like it's
At least
enough.
18 though, right?
Guess I'm just a gooner.
I like to kind of build it up. Like,
Yeah.
I'll purposely take a night off even if I want to.
You don't want to dribble. You probably prefer it to be as strong. You want ropes.
Well, I mean, boys, this is going to be the second show in a row we win here, but that's where Kegels come into play.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Really?
Kegel your dick.
Heard, yeah.
Are you on the maca route? Kyle got me on the maca
No,
route.
what's maca root?
It's
Pray tell.
I believe it's an ancient root, but you take it in capsule form, and it's supposed to increase libido, but namely bust size,
Ooh, you want a bigger
So-
I have
load.
some downstairs.
viscosity, volume.
I take one every day on the yak now.
So if I'm disappointed in the volume of my ejaculate,
It sounds like you're not.
all I need is a little maca root.
Yeah, it
Could be it.
Mine's getting whiter.
That was my biggest side effect.
Okay, yeah.
What
It's
happened
translucent.
post? Oh my God, what are they called? I got snipped.
A vasectomy.
Vasectomy.
Yeah. What happens post vasectomy? Do you know?
With the
Because I feel like
maca
my
root.
cum's gotten a little.
Yeah, it might untie the knot.
The doctor told me I had one of the biggest vas deferens he's ever seen.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
That probably spooked you as a boy.
I don't want to brag,
Yeah.
boys.
You and Cromartie, I think, the only other guy. He beat his vasectomy though.
Yeah,
he literally had kids.
He did. He had like 3 kids. Did he have twins after the
I think he had
Twins
twins
after the
after his vasectomy, which is
That's
hysterical.
insane.
I
How do
said,
you-
Doc, I'm coming 30 times a month. What did you expect, you little bitch?
this puppy's getting a workout. There's no buildup on these pipes. But yeah, anyway, that's Climaxes has 3 votes right now between us, KB, over the charged battery.
Yeah, I mean it's climaxes here, whether it's coming, cream pies, anything like that.
That's the same.
Technically the same thing. But yeah, well, I mean,
Cream pie.
another speed.
That's the original.
the original C word.
Our
We've
original
done
debate,
the
we've
word.
argued
It
cream
was-
pies before.
And I was like, cream pie is probably number one, and everyone's like, oh, you're a beast of a man.
You should
You're
get
a
vasectomy,
freak.
dude.
I think the
cream pie my wife
would be
every time
I
now.
think that because it's probably the top thing.
Yeah, it's the main reason to get a vasectomy.
cream.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I guess like you said, the only downside is like you kind of are like psychologically past it while you're going into it, thinking about that come down.
There's like the point of like primal, like your whole brain turns off. But I do think that until that switch flips, and that switch only flips for like I think a few seconds. It's you thinking about it. I think a little bit, and that's not even just in the
fleeting.
fucking like it's in the other climaxes too.
Better to have loved than lost. than
That's
never
true.
loved
You're
at
right.
all.
You're right. Yeah.
I mean,
So your climax is the vote for me.
Climax is the vote for you, Nick.
Gentlemen, the isolated climax is no climax at all.
Oh my god.
You need a beginning and middle for the end. If we're just doing isolated climax, what is that? Would you go see a movie that's just climax?
That's a good point. That's a
Would
good
you have
point.
sex if it was just bust? We're isolating climax here.
It kind of is.
That sounds horrible.
It's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's kind of the shit he's on right now.
Yeah, really? You're just watching the end of movies?
You have efficiency.
The beginning is very short.
You're one of the dudes who are watching the Money Shot compilations.
Just
Every
yeah.
time I see those, I'm like, who the fuck
I'd
is
argue
watching
that
this?
Climax is the product of the beginning and middle. And the climax without the beginning and middle is not a climax, it's a beginning.
I guess I'm a middle guy.
I love middle.
Middle is the best.
I love middle.
You're so excited. Yeah.
Anticipation.
I'd argue I like the beginning more than the end. It's happening. Holy shit.
I would like to do a brain study. I think there'd be a very short burst, obviously, of
You guys are climax poisoned. I'm going phone
Yeah.
battery.
You're climax pilled. You gotta.
You guys are climax filled.
I do think the monkey neuron activation when you see like naked breast is like that's a top feeling. You know
That
what I
feels
mean?
great.
That is ultimate. And then after that, it's like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Am I doing anything wrong here? No, is everything good? And like, there's a lot more to
Climax
think
means
about.
you're done having sex.
It's true.
Woohoo.
But again,
yeah.
that,
You're right.
that's
Wait, I'm not having sex
that
anymore.
is ass.
The climax sucks, dude.
I'm talking about leaning into the idea, or no, leaning into that feeling, being present in that
Yeah.
feeling of when the ropes are going. Like if you're in the middle of
But I wouldn't want to feel like that constantly.
no, I love feeling like that for the time that it's in there,
It's the perfect amount of time.
and then yeah, sex may be over, but you know,
Then
maybe
what?
you
You get
cuddle a little bit. If you're lucky, you can go smoke a cigarette. Fucking lay down, maybe eat a sandwich. I mean that.
I just go back to playing
smoking
video
a cigarette,
games.
yeah,
You're,
go
you're
back to playing
you're on a
video
way
games,
cooler thing to
dude.
me right now. It's me. It's just going back to playing.
No, I
it.
mean cigarettes not common, obviously, but there is nothing better probably on planet Earth than a cigarette after
Coitus.
sex.
I've never done it.
Saying no.
yeah.
The only time if I have a hotel room with a balcony, that's the only time that
Okay.
it ever tends to happen.
But are you a cigarette smoker? Keep them with you in case you.
I love tobacco
Oh, yeah.
to my core, but I don't smoke every day. But I generally have a pack squirreled away for the odd Frank Underwood ciggy. A little cheeky big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Climax is going to win unless there was any changed votes. I think you swayed me off the sex climax, I think, Nick, but the other climaxes are just too much to bear.
You'd like movies that were just endings?
No, it's not just the movie ones.
bad.
It's climaxes of everything too. It's like there's a lot of other climaxes in life than just those two. So
Yeah, but like you have to have other shit for it to be a.
You have weakened climax significantly going forward. I will say.
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
It was a powerful repetition.
Thank you.
You did a lot of foundational damage on it for sure.
Thank you.
So Climax is going to move forward. Now we have the 9 seed versus the 8 seed. The 9 seed, late one from Tbob, which I really like. Charles Barkley. This is like a hero of America.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
an
Hell yeah,
unbelievable.
He's
good
up there.
pull. He is just an American treasure. I've since the Inside the NBA era, and yeah, on their whole spiel of like ending, not ending, all that. I'm just watching nonstop highlights of just every single Charles Barkley moment, and they're all funny. He's just the funniest man alive. Great
He's
story.
legitimately very funny. There's like athlete funny.
Yes.
He's like funny.
Yeah, you're not giving him a pass just because it's like, oh look, this robot did something human.
Yeah, right. A lot of
I'm
people get that
impressed.
pass.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
Yeah, I think like Shaq is closer to athlete funny than he is
Yeah.
real
Without
funny.
doubt.
He is.
Athlete funny is a higher bar than musician funny.
Yeah.
I think musicians on stage, they'll say one thing and people will be dying.
Yep.
Who brought
A lot
this
of people
guy?
get past it. Yeah.
Like,
Holy shit.
I went to a Michael Bublé concert and he was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, legitimately very funny. Crowd work was fantastic.
Him and Groban are funny guys.
yeah.
I would not have guessed that on the Grove.
Josh Groban's funny.
Beautiful voice for both of them.
Oh, yeah.
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 My mom loved Groban. Something about
Every
that
mom loves Groban.
That's a
yeah.
mom guy.
little Christian white boy going crazy on the pipes. Like there's just nothing better. She bought the CDs.
Yeah.
She was like calling in to buy them off like the infomercials.
And both shine at Christmas.
yeah,
That's their thing.
Exactly.
We're getting it close.
Well, and you're talking about Christmas and cigarettes, and I'm thinking about cheese and crab rangoons. There's other
There's
C's
so
out
many
there.
C things.
Holy shit,
Some of
dude,
them
you
might
missed
other be. Some of those you might have said.
All
They
right,
might be
well,
on here.
We'll see.
But Charles Barkley again, just absolute insanely funny human, and that's going up against the number 8 seed. This I think might register. I'm not sure how well it'll register on this crowd, but it is one of the most submitted ones out of all these C options, which is Call of Duty, and that it is so many people submitted Call of Duty. I think for us, it's kind of like the game's probably passed us by a bit, but when we were younger, it was you couldn't move without talking about Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, whatever. Like everything revolved around like when you're gonna go play on that, and the fact that it was so good, it like supplanted Halo, like as being the top dog.
Exactly.
It basically killed Xbox. Like Xbox not having like the Halo to like basically lord over multiplayer, and Call of Duty being like not an exclusive to PlayStation, but being on both, kind of killed it. So Charles Barkley versus Call of Duty, starting with you, Nick.
Yeah, I'm not a big Call of Duty guy now, but Modern Warfare 2, I was obsessed. And it was like, I don't know if it was like the time of my life where I was like ending high school, starting college, zero responsibility, but was able to like make my own decisions. It was like perfect timing. But Charles Barkley is he's so fucking funny, really good at what he does. I'm going Chuck.
You're gonna go with the Chuckster, KB.
I never played Call of Duty, but I've seen its impact. I've seen what it's done to like my friends, my loved ones. But since I haven't played it, sanctity wise, I got to go with Charles Barkley. He is one man, but he's amused me more than Call of Duty.
What?
I think
2 votes for the Chuckster.
I think Call of Duty, like y'all are kind of to echo some of the sentiments. I mean, in 2007, that first Modern Warfare coming out with kill streaks, where 3 was the UAV, 5 was the Predator missile. I don't think I ever even knew what a Predator missile was before that. 7 was the attack helicopter, and then you get to 2 and you're flying around AC-130s, and there's Black Ops, Black Ops 2, and it was great for a while, but it's been diluted,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of them. And yeah,
They come out
Fast
every
Five,
year.
well, every year.
People are buying like
Multiple
Seth.
studios.
They're playing like Seth Rogen skins now. Like it is
Yeah,
They have
stupid.
like, and they've like chased the Fortnite dragon of going, goofier and wilder. But Chuck is singular, and there's something to be said about that versus a game that comes out in various iterations every year of varying quality. So yeah, give me Chuck. Give me Chuck over COD.
Wow.
Give me Chuck. I would say Call of Duty is more pervasive in society, more impactful on society. Like everyone,
Yep.
I would say like most people that know who Chuckster is know what Call of Duty is. 1% of that's probably not. That's too aggressive. But like Call of Duty is worldwide. Not everyone that plays Call of Duty knows who Chuck is. You know what I mean?
Those
so that's
lobbies
No doubt.
taught me so much, too.
yeah, slurs. So many of them.
Yeah, oh my God. My door was shut and it sounded like I was playing a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Fucking
dude.
clan rally. It's
Yeah.
slurs you didn't know were slurs like at all. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah, I was saying words I didn't. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I always loved the couples arguing. That was my favorite Xbox Live communication moments. Just mic still on, and you can hear one berating the other.
A little kid killing me than calling me the N word.
Yeah. Yeah, calling a multitude of slurs as their mom yells at them as vacuums are going off in the
Yeah.
background, smoke detectors beeping. You just hear as you're trying to like run through Rust as Ecuadorian music is blasting in your ear. It's a fucking whole different world. So I'm gonna go with Call of Duty just because it's more in the world of see things. I like Chuck more. Call of Duty is bigger in the world. So I'm gonna go with Call of Duty on this one. Gooch.
It's got to be Chuck for me. I've only played one Call of Duty game, Call of Duty 2. Never really.
The World War II one?
Yeah.
Wow. You need
I,
to
know,
know.
I was never into.
That was like a 360 launch game.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I never really got into like gaming online ever.
I was a Medal of Honor guy.
So
Oh, Medal of Honor
me
was
too.
so good.
Medal of Honor Rising Sun.
yeah, and I love the
yeah,
Chuckster.
front line.
I remember in like 6th grade, 5th grade, we had to do a book report on an autobiography, and I just randomly chose Chuck's autobiography from the library, and I loved it. I was like, this guy's talking about pushing people out of windows. This guy fucking rules.
Yeah, I'm not a role model.
Yeah, no, that's an all-time quote.
Those fucking women in San Antonio. It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah, love the thick one.
Is
He's
the
great.
San Antonio thing his or
oh, it's his.
Shaq's brainchild?
It's Chuck's.
It's Barkley.
It's Chuck. Chuck
Yeah.
has always made fun of him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And he's like,
That's my
he
favorite.
gets away
He's
with.
on like network television calling women fat.
He's the only person that gets away with that.
Yes, still.
It's the way with
And ugly,
true.
not just fat, like ugly.
This is why I get this is why I get so annoyed when people are like complaining about cancel culture or whatever. It's just all it is it's a social democracy.
Yeah.
If you are likable enough, funny enough, if people like you, like whatever, you're fine. If they don't, you're an asshole. Well, yeah, then you overstepped. You overplayed your hand.
Yeah.
that's what
It
it
is
is.
perfectly
Yeah.
Fair, yeah.
They showed like a hot woman in the San Antonio game, and he's like, they flew her in from Dallas. Like she's so
Yeah, that's my favorite.
he's so making fun of Galveston for having dirty water, like and no beaches. Like he's the fucking best.
Oh yeah, they don't get to go to Cancun. They got to go to Galveston.
They go to Galveston. Those dirty ass
Dirty water.
beaches. and fucking Rocky, he's the best, dude. So Charles Barkley's gonna move on. Now we can do our first Cheah In game. First option of the Cheah In game: Chuck Norris jokes in middle school. You want to talk about things that are pervasive? Man, when we were younger,
run.
whoever knew the most Chuck Norris jokes was the coolest kid, and just recites them as fast as he could. He's pushing the earth down. As
That's
I
the
remember.
one. He doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth down.
Pushes the earth down.
Yeah.
Lost his virginity before his dad. That blew my fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That's a good one. That's a good one. Nick, you submitted Cameron Diaz in The Mask. Great pick.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude!
Great
I
pick.
love the mask.
Yeah.
Me and my little brother. That's probably the second or third most watched movie of our lives, besides Goonies, and then a really bad Chuck Norris movie. Actually, Sidekicks.
Sidekicks.
We used to watch them obsessively growing up. Those three movies.
Cameron,
love C.
that was like one of the first times I was like, what year did this come out? I don't want to be like
99.
94?
You thought
Okay,
04?
yeah.
I thought it was like
It was
99.
like-
12 is the exact time to be.
It was the first time I recognized a woman was different
Yeah.
and hot.
No,
That was
she
like
was,
I haven't
before.
seen this.
she was doing something about Mary by 99.
99 was something about Mary. I thought that The Mask was before that.
It is. It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Because that's
That was
also
like
like
94.
the.
Oh, I thought you said 04. I was
No,
like, no
no,
way.
94.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's the most buxom that Cam has been.
It was.
Really?
That's like the
I
first.
feel at least.
That's also shout out like in the first like 3 minutes of the movie. Her walking
red
through the
dress?
door.
Oh,
yeah.
you weren't lying.
Yep.
I never saw her like that.
Yeah, I've never seen. Yeah,
There's an old. I think I may have uncovered this in some like early 2000s Mr. Skin journeys or something. But there's like an old Cam Diaz sort of dominatrix tape from before she got famous, which is probably the closest you're going to find to her mask type sign. It's like a grainy VHS. Can't make much out.
but that adds to it too.
yeah, that also helps.
Yeah. It's a little,
Yeah.
for sure. A little lore, a little culture, spice.
Nick also added
Context.
crazy good head.
Yeah, crazy good head's great.
Crazy good head. It
You,
is up there.
you are always saying
Yeah.
that, Nick.
Yeah.
You're always saying how much
we forget. You guys can have your cheese.
You're
I'm gonna
s-
take crazy good head.
Someone say
Okay. Buzzsaw action.
someone say better than sane head or even regular
Oh,
head.
yeah, crazy good.
Crazy good head. Cuck chairs in hotel rooms. That was also pretty.
yeah.
Yeah, both you and Nick and
Both submitted that.
that actually was submitted a lot on Instagram. People on Instagram love cuck chairs. They are funny. It is like, what is that doing there?
An entire account devoted to cuck chairs a couple of days ago. I had no idea existed.
They
I'm in
are.
the dark. What cuck chairs are just the chair in the corner for no
It's just,
apparent
yeah, it's
reason?
just,
Why are
yeah,
they there?
the random chair.
Why?
What do you?
That is a good point.
I don't
What is
really
the
have an
purpose?
eye for interior design, and my first apartment here, it was just my bed, and then centered right with it was one chair, no desk, nothing. no end table, and I didn't realize the visuals of it. But yeah, it's perfect.
You got incepted by the cuck chair.
I did. Yeah.
So many hotel rooms. You're like, yeah, this how
how you the room looks.
The Crunchwrap Supreme also made a little bit of a bid here. People do love the Crunchwrap Supreme. Cornhole, although some people call it different things depending on where you are. Some people say bags, whatever. Like, so I feel like there's a little discrepancy there.
Arkansanians call it bago.
Bago?
Bagum?
Bago.
Oh.
Bago. I never knew that. Or, I mean, I know that now, but I was surprised to learn that.
Yeah.
Also, I fucking hate cornhole.
It's it was like the first backyard game. That was really it. Like, it's not the most fun by any means.
You got to
That goes
really
hand
be
jam.
out of other things to talk about to resort to cornhole, in my opinion.
It was
I just
fun.
hate it because that's what a lot of restaurants do to convince you that they're fun, or bars.
It's never
Bars.
worked.
Giant
Always a
Jenga
brewery.
and cornhole.
Oh,
It's like
never
that's just the bare minimum.
It's fun, but there's just far too many people around now. Like, if you get a foursome to play with cornhole, there's going to be one that's like, one of those people is going to be way too good.
Yeah,
Way
really
too
good.
good.
That ruins it. Yeah.
It's like a brewery
Not for
staple.
me.
That and Giant Jenga. Like, if you have a
yeah.
brewery, you need to have cornhole apparently, and also Giant Jenga.
And then the people that are playing, it's so fucking loud when it hits. Whack. It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
I think Giant Jenga is actually worse, though. Just if we're
That's
yeah,
crushes
like,
up.
Terrible.
It's not fun. At least cornhole is an element of fun, and the
Regular
cleanup
size
is fucking-
Jenga is so much more fun.
Yeah, I haven't played regular size Jenga in many moons.
Yeah, and then
get back on.
lastly, college football throw in there as well.
Tough to beat.
To the playing game. So Chuck Norris jokes in middle school. Cameron Diaz in the mask. Crazy good head.
These could all be one seeds. This is the play-in game.
Cuck chairs at hotels. The Crunchwrap
Not all.
Supreme. Maybe not every of them. Cornhole and college football.
cornhole.
Let's start with you, Gooch. Which one do you want?
I'm going to go with the cuck chair. I like it. I like the cuck chair.
It's a nice little aesthetic add to the room.
Yeah, and usually they're very comfortable. You can sit there for 20 to 30 minutes at a time with no problem.
Yeah, and
Y'all jerk off in the cuck
seeing
chair?
what's going on.
No.
Never.
I don't think ever. No, I don't want to have bare ass on the chair.
Do you jerk off at the movie theater? You're there to watch.
So one vote for the cuck chair. I think I would go with shit. This is harder than I think. I think I'm gonna go with Chuck Norris jokes in middle school. I think that was the first, like, not meme thing, but like everyone was talking. If you were a man, you were talking about Chuck Norris jokes at lunch every day.
Remember the Ultimate Showdown?
Oh God,
Ultimate
yes,
Destiny?
the Ultimate
Ending with
Showdown.
Chuck-
Ultimate Destiny.
No.
Isn't it Chuck Norris ends up winning? Or no, he gets
Mr.
sniped
Rogers
at the end. Yeah,
Mr. Rogers ends up winning. It's like one of those.
I do remember that video.
Mr.
yeah.
Rogers in a bloodstained sweater. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the ultimate show.
Yeah, that one crazy.
Yeah,
Triple
yeah.
platinum.
Yeah, that was a big one. So I'll go for the Chuck Norris jokes in middle school, Tbob.
I mean, I love college football. It's probably like actually the whole reason for my life. But I got to go Cam Diaz in the mask.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm again,
I don't blame you.
obsessed with the mask.
Yeah.
Shout out Stanley Ipkiss.
You also seem to, like, I think you register a lot with the word C. You got a lot of C things you like.
I was gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I got
Doubt
nothing
you.
better to do right now. I don't have any like regular shows that I'm doing right now, so I was just sitting in my computer. I'd already written some stuff. I was like, guess I'll just sit here and think about C words for half an hour.
Whoa. C words. Heyo. KB.
Now, is it the good head that's crazy, or is
The
it,
crazy person giving you good head.
or is it crazy good head?
So I think the head is crazy, and by that it makes it good.
Okay. There's
It's
a time and
crazy
place
good.
for it.
It's crazy how good
Was
his
this
head
yours,
is.
Diddy? Did you?
I did not submit crazy
That was
good
Nick's.
head. I didn't think of it.
Nick, it was yours?
Yes.
Very progressive of you.
Thank you.
Because I like that there's not a gender tag because
Of course
like,
not.
this, this
I could have said blowjobs.
could be anybody giving you crazy good head.
Oh yeah, anybody can give head.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Even
So
you,
I'm,
Nick.
I'm applauding you for being open to it.
No, I could to you.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm a big fan of the Kinsey scale. I don't think that sexuality is binary.
Let me situate my chair first between.
Let me get fully set. So what do you think, KB?
I kind of like milk toast head.
You like a regular head?
Like by the robot. Yeah. I don't want to go too horny in this round because I'm foreseeing something else popping up.
Okay. You want the options again, the rest of them?
it's not fun, but I have to. It's college football for me.
Even as a Kent State guy?
You could just put college football tailgates.
Yeah.
I would pick that.
Yeah, it's technically
Game
under the
too. Like,
experience.
not as a Kent State guy, but LSU. I've been to a game.
Are we tied right now?
We are now, it's a three-way tie between college football, Cameron Diaz in the mask, and Chuck Norris jokes in middle school, and Cuck chairs in hotels. So Nick could break it or tie it.
This is crazy. It was the first time. No. It was the first time think made people laugh was with a Chuck Norris joke, and I was obsessed with how they were like they were just they would never work today. They were just such a product of their time, and it changed everything. I'm going Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah,
Chuck Norris coming out the play-in.
Crazy.
The old Conan O'Brien Walker Texas Ranger wheel.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. Just pull it and show a random Walker Texas Ranger clip.
What was the one? I have AIDS, Walker. Does he
Yeah,
throw him
it
into
was
the
Haley
water?
Joel Osment.
Yeah, he throws Haley Joel Osment into the water.
Dude, it's so funny. I'm just trying to look at some of the Chuck Norris jokes now. Chuck Norris can divide by 0. Oh, that must have crushed. That must have. That was
that
done
shit.
so
That
well.
was good.
Yeah.
I mean, to your point, I specifically have like a junior high memory of being in the school library, on the internet, and looking them up and reading them to each other. Just be like, holy shit,
This guy's so cool. Oh my god.
so funny.
Were they in meme format? Or
No,
this
it was like a list.
Before that.
It was just typed.
Just typed
just
like on
typed out.
E-Bomb's World, like a listicle.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that was
Bombs
good.
World was great.
So Chuck Norris jokes in middle school is going to move on versus our number 1 seed, which
Any
is,
of those could have gone all the way.
Yeah. And it's going up against number 1 seed. It's you could say it's boring, but by far the most submitted option that we had from Instagram, Twitter, whatever. And I agree. It's coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, it's coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, it's coffee. There's just no other way you can get around it. It just has to be coffee. It's one of those things. Obviously, acquired taste. Still, not everybody loves it as a vehicle for caffeine or whatever. I've grown to enjoy it quite a bit. And brewing, drinking, relaxing with it, I love it a lot. So we'll start with you, Nick. Coffee versus Chuck Norris jokes in middle school.
Yeah, I love coffee so much. Can't function without it. I remember the first time I had it. It was after a sleepover at the zoo.
What?
No
School sleepover?
I worked at the zoo.
Oh,
And there was a camp going on, and it was my first all-nighter. Me and the other person that worked there, we watched White Noise on my portable DVD player. If you remember that movie. About
What a
ghosts.
portable DVD player.
And
Hell
it
yeah.
kept me. I was so scared. I stayed up all night, so I'd have coffee the next day to run around with the children. And yeah, I've been drinking coffee like daily ever since. Pretty boring story, but coffee.
Coffee. 1 vote for coffee over Chuck Norris jokes. KB.
I think coffee's given me more than anything else that could possibly be on this bracket. But I'm a caffeine guy first and foremost. I will do alternatives. I could live in a coffeeless world, but still, even with that said, I'm going coffee.
Another
No,
vote.
I mean, look, it is the drug that defines us all. But I think I have an interesting anecdote for coffee. There's a book that I read last year called, I think it's like 6 Drinks That Shaped the Modern World.
Interesting.
And so around the age of enlightenment, all these they smuggled out, which is a fascinating story in its own right. I can't remember where they smuggled out of. Somewhere in the Middle East, some merchant managed to smuggle out a coffee plant super secretly, and then they were able to like get it, raise whatever, make coffee beans, and then all these cafes start showing up. And in England, in the cafes, all social hierarchy was left at the door. That was not the case in France, whatever. But so it didn't matter, if you were a workman, of the nobility, whatever. When you entered the coffee house, everybody was equal, and everybody got equal time to talk and state their case. Whatever debates are going on, you get to America, there's coffee houses everywhere. But it's interesting to think about because you ever read like letters from the Enlightenment. Everybody's so eloquent, they're so thought out, it's all so well done, and then you just realize, oh my God. All these people humans were walking around in a drunken stupor for hundreds of years, right? Just drinking like ale and wine and like not
Dirt,
even really water.
swamp water.
And all of a sudden they're just fucking speeding.
Oh, that had
And they just are like, holy
What a
shit.
180.
Yeah.
We are feeling good. We feel active. Like I gotta write, I gotta talk, I gotta debate. And then we get the Enlightenment. Literally,
Induced
coffee
it.
responsible for the Enlightenment.
That's interesting.
It
That's
induced
almost as good as my Zeus story.
Almost. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short on that. Coffee induced the enlightenment. I actually love that.
Yeah, so definitely coffee. And look, I mean, just a delicious black coffee in the morning. BBC, baby.
I would go for coffee as well. It's every day. And I've found like all these different ways to brew it too. And now I like the process of it. It's like a psychotherapeutic thing. So I just love everything about coffee. Right?
Yep. Coffee, send it through.
Coffee, send it
Specifically,
through.
Stella Blue coffee is my personal
Obviously,
favorite.
specifically Stella Blue coffee. Yes.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. So coffee is going to move on. Before we get to our second half, let's talk about Rocket Money. With prices going up on just about everything lately, being smart with your money isn't just a good idea, it is essential. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. See all the subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For those of you that don't want it anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them. And I always tell us whenever we do Rocket Money ad, when I used them originally, I found there was a random charge going to Microsoft for an Xbox. I hadn't owned an Xbox in 10 years, $16.38, and so they called Microsoft and they canceled it for me. No, didn't have to lift a finger, which is amazing because having to go through in like 18-person chain of call service centers is not fun in any situation. So thank you very much to Rocket Money for that. So Rocket Money's dashboard helps give you a clear view of expenses across all your accounts, create an easily personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track, see your monthly spending trends in each category, and know exactly where your money is going. The new goals feature they automatically save money for you so that you don't have to even think about it, help pay off bills, put away the money for a house, or even build up your savings. Rocket Money is just that easy. They have saved over 5 million users and over $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when they use all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/bracket today. That's rocketmoney.com/bracket, rocketmoney.com/bracket. Very helpful. All of us have, I feel like, a random subscription you don't even know you're doing.
Oh, it
Yeah.
pays for itself, doesn't it?
I'm actually pretty sure, and I got to relog into my Rocket Money account to figure this out. I might be paying for Apple TV twice. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, I was doing that with Disney and Hulu and ESPN all combining. Really
package,
fucked me.
yeah.
Really
I think
fucked
I've
me.
paid for like World of Warcraft for like 20 years.
Yeah, I still have mine
I
going.
just play it on and off like every couple years.
I still have mine going. I have 2 different Xbox Live accounts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bug Catcher Nick and Muscles Nicky.
Which one got more
Bug catcher,
more
Nick.
play?
Butt Catcher? Bug.
Yeah.
Catching butts would be.
Yeah.
So on the other hand, first up, we have the 11 seed versus the 6 seed. The 11 seed is, I believe this was from Nick. Oh, no, actually, sorry. This is from Tbob. Curly fries, spiced and seasoned. This is a great one. I mean,
I would never say that.
Nick would never say anything, a kind word about curly fries.
They're too hard to dip.
Too hard to dip. They hold their condiments quite well.
Yeah, if you have a bowl this fucking wide.
No.
Tbob.
No.
You take 'em
What are
apart.
talking about? If anything, they're a little cylinder. What do you like?
No,
a big fat waffle.
No, I
fry
think
with
a waffle fries too. Give me a crinkle cut. It's the most surface area for this most sleek design.
Crinkle cut fries are always dog shit, though.
Hey, now.
There's never
No, there can be good.
if they're well cooked, fine. But the crinkle cut fry well cooked is a hard find, and the majority of frozen fries are crinkle cut.
I'm sorry that I hold myself to a high. I want my fries good.
And it's the thing about curly fries is I don't know why, but they generally tend to be some of the most spiced fries.
Yeah.
They
Like
are.
whenever people sell curly fries, they always sell them seasoned up.
If I
And
can
that's
get-
probably the real difference
Sure,
for anything
seasoned.
else almost.
If I can get them all to be that tight little swirl, I would be fine. But sometimes you grab one and it's a wad of 90% of the fries. Sometimes they're as wide as a common flapjack.
It's like a barrel of monkeys.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all hooked on one
Yeah, you
another.
never know.
You're thinking
Now,
like
see,
Arby's
but-
fries, right? Like that's what I'm thinking of in my head, like the
thinking
Arby's
of Arby's,
spiced
yeah.
like
I want a
curly
tight
fry.
curl.
I think I'm thinking
Has to be
checkers
tight, yeah.
and stuff too, or rallies. I don't know what they
Yeah.
Oh, so Checkers fries, which are incredible, the best fries in the game. They aren't really curly fries, I would say, but they are. That's the exact taste I'm thinking of when you're talking about spiced fry.
that is the taste that I'm thinking of.
That paired with the Big Buford.
The Big Buford.
Now-
Oh my goodness.
That's a great. I mean, what a great burger name too. But
Completely original.
I will say to kind of maybe look because curly fries is not they're good, but when you get that tightly wound, sometimes I think they actually struggle a little bit because they get a little soft or they're like they're not as crispy because it's too much potato on potato and the oil can't penetrate and fry.
I don't think the perfect fry exists yet.
We haven't gotten there yet.
No.
Who will invent the perfect fry? Is the question. Is that has to be our invention, right? I would assume.
Yeah.
I don't
We
think.
would have to.
Oh yeah.
We can't let anyone else get on top of that. And that's going up against number 6 seed. Kind of a tough draw here. Casinos. This will be a pretty tough one for Curly Fries to beat. I mean, I think casinos, especially, it's one of the few things in life that I think has not really lost a lot of luster as you got older. Because like it's one of those things I think when you're younger, pre-casino age, it's like, oh, that looks cool, it looks cool, it's cool. You do it for the first few times, it's amazing. And then like as you grow older, it's still a fun trip, I think. So casinos versus Curly Fries, starting with you, Gooch.
As a poor person, I really prefer curly fries. The casino experience can be fun, but I'll be honest, not much of a gambler. I am a real eater, though, and I do agree. I love Rally's Checkers fries. I love Arby's fries. I don't know where the slander is coming from. An Arby's fry dipped into a Jamocha shake is heavenly.
Fuck is a Jamocha shake?
You're
Jamoking me crazy.
Yeah,
Arby's got it. Jamocha shakes are great.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look this one up, the Jamocha shake.
Gooch, I love you. You're doing too much.
the
He's
Jamocha
kind of
shake?
doing too much.
Doing too much.
With the Jamocha shake?
Oh, yeah.
With the Jamocha shake, casinos not going to get the vote here. Going to go for curly fries. What if you got served curly fries instead of alcohol at the casino?
There we're having a conversation now.
Yeah, if they gave you, this should give you no alcohol.
They should give you anything you want.
Yeah. So one vote for curly fries. I gotta go with the casino. I love curly fries, and if it was specifically, if you said Checkers fries as a C1, I would have said yes.
I didn't think about that.
Curly fries, I don't think, not over casinos. You're up, Tbob.
I'm kind of a Gooch. I mean, casinos can be fun, but also I don't know. So we've like a guys trip that we've done the last couple of years to Vegas, and we eat a bunch of mushrooms and go to the Sphere, and I have nightmares about the couples that I see in these Vegas casinos, just so garish and disfigured.
Yeah.
Short, fat, bald men with tall, big lip, like Frankenstein's monster-esque faces. So I'm gonna go with curly fries.
Yeah, the clientele is amongst the worst that people can be. But I do like the lights, the sounds, and the colors. A lot. Fries, I didn't get the nitpicking fry gene. I think they're all about the same. I think they ride the coattails of the sauce they're dipped in. I think that's the big factor with how good a fry is. Well, what's better?
On the casino front, I do want to give them credit for smoking cigs indoors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Did not think
It's
about that.
objectively so
Cool.
much fucking fun, and you don't get to do it almost anywhere anymore.
Nick?
What's the bar here? Richards? You can smoke in Richards here.
You can, yeah.
Oh, really?
Not too far.
I have one back home that we used to host a show at, but that's good to know.
So, KB, you're going for casinos, right?
I like casinos.
So we're tied up, and you're going to break it, Nick.
It's. I'm gonna go curly fries, even after everything I said. Yeah.
So
People can change.
Let's fucking go.
curly fries are going to advance. Now we have the 3 seed versus the 14 seed. The 3 seed is, and one of you mentioned it earlier, 3 seed is Christmas. So when you worry about where Climax gets number 4, Christmas, talk about the anticipation of a lifetime. That and then the actual payoff of that climax is incredible, especially obviously
Have
as
we
a
done
kid.
Best See things before?
We talked about it. We definitely did something very close, if not the exact same thing. But we're resetting, we're reloading, and we're getting away from just doing the boring tit boob thing. So Christmas, number 3 seed versus number 14 seed. I didn't even know how to totally classify this, but someone submitted it, and I knew I immediately had to add it. Cowabunga. I just saw Cowabunga, and I'm like, yeah, that's Cowabunga's got to make it.
Cowabunga, dude.
I thought it began with a K.
And apparently it begins with a C.
It does.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I look at it as I pictured in my head as a K word.
I looked it up.
Is it Japanese in origin?
It's only C.
Yes, it's a surname of an emperor.
Yeah.
I only know this
Gotta be with
because
a
of.
K.
I think you're thinking like Nobunaga, maybe.
Pull up the crossover comic
it up on the
between the Ninja Turtles
Sayonara.
and Batman.
It has all different spellings on it.
Cowabunga. Cowabunga.
It's popularized by Chief Thunder Thud on the American children's show Howdy Doody in the late 40s.
Not Japanese.
No, Howdy Doody's about as
Native?
anti-Japanese as you can get.
What is bunga? What origin is that?
Bunga? I don't know.
Bang, holia.
I don't think you can say a unironic cowabunga though. Like if I was about to do a gainer off of a cliff and I said cowabunga, it negates the coolness of the gainer.
Absolutely.
I forgot.
When does cowabunga play the best?
You'd be just distracted by the cowabunga.
Too many syllables.
I think there is part of it where like there is someone out there cool enough to say it, and you would be like, "Damn, that was cool." It'd have to be a
I
cool
don't
enough
show
move.
to me.
What if it was like a almost like a human turtle ninja. Had like a rat
Yeah.
dad.
I can't even.
loved
I can't even.
pizza.
I can't even.
Like-
I can't.
That's great.
Yeah, show me that.
But the second I saw Cowabunga, I mean, that's a fun word. Not necessarily
I
has
said it, and it was fun. Like I enjoyed it. It felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt good. In
That
the
should
mouth.
be a side quest. Try to say Cowabunga sincerely
And
and
it pay off.
unironically and have it hit.
I don't think say Cowabunga in a setting, and there would be one person in every group that'll be like, "What the fuck did you do?"
I think someone would laugh every time too.
Yeah.
If it was forced.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a situation where you could, but it's kind of
Where
tough.
you're not joking.
Yeah, no, you can't be saying it sarcastically, ironically, whatever. I'm not sure, but I think the situation does exist. And but much like the fry you're talking about, Nick, I just don't think it exists maybe yet for us.
Anytime you just do something cool, you just throw out a Cowabunga, and eventually you're going to find the right grouping of people.
Yeah.
It's like monkeys banging away in the keyboard. They'll write Shakespeare. Same deal.
Yeah,
there's
eventually.
one
Firing.
There's one moment where a Cowabunga will work.
We'll
Keep
hit.
firing.
I'm gonna have to try. I'm trying to think of a situation. Maybe if
Kenjac, buddy, you can't.
I'll find a way.
Before you go off on your electric scooter.
I don't have that anymore, dude. I lost that.
No, what?
I didn't lose it. I got rid of it because I just didn't use it
man.
anymore. But those big ass Japanese pants in that scooter, those were the days.
They
in
were
the middle of
flapping in
COVID,
the wind.
dude, they were.
Actually, fuck. I take it back. That would work.
If I pulled
Before
up
you
in,
rip off on the electric scooter before you drop the visor on your helmet.
yeah.
That would be so awesome. Fuck.
So Christmas versus Cowabunga. I believe you are up first.
What a matchup. What a waste of time.
You're up,
Cowabunga got it clout.
you're up first, Gooch.
What a colossal waste of time.
Yeah, it's got to be Christmas. I mean, it just had.
Hey, we
Yeah.
had fun with Cowabunga though, right?
we did have fun. This is yeah.
That's
No,
a
it's-
plot. Yeah, it's Christmas. Tbob.
Yeah. It's just the greatest time ever, dude. It's one of the things that I'm most excited about moving here. Although I've quickly been disabused of my notion that we're like guaranteed going to get a white Christmas.
No.
Everybody says it doesn't actually happen, but I've also lived through multiple like 80 to 85 degree Christmases.
Yeah.
And nothing deep dicks your Christmas spirit like having to wear like, sweating.
The AC
at
on.
lea- If
that's
nothing
bad.
else, I'll be able to bundle up and feel like cozy.
That will
whatnot,
definitely happen.
so
That will get you.
So yeah, give me Christmas.
So Christmas is definitely gonna move on, but KB.
Yeah. Every part of Christmas over Cowabunga.
You think Chef Donnie could say it?
No one. It's the thing is
In China, probably.
Yeah, that would probably work there.
Yeah.
You'd have to go to a new land, and that would have to be the first time you heard it.
yeah.
You go to a new school and try. That's like your first thing, trying to look cool.
What's
say
the
Cowabunga?
Sentinel?
That would be awful.
You'd have to.
I want to go to
Take it to an-
uncontacted tribe and say it to them.
North
could
Sentinel
work.
Island.
Yeah,
That's what gets them.
They revere me as a god.
The kid that brought like a Bible. You brought a skateboard to North Sentinel Island.
Yeah, I'll heel flip for him.
Yeah, do it. You and said Cowabunga. They're all worshiping you as a god. So it's gonna move on. I'm assuming you're going Christmas as well, Nick.
Christmas is the best.
Absolute.
But like, I don't know who runs Christmas,
Santa.
but they've done such a good job of building up what it is. Everything about it. It's been years and years of work.
Yeah.
No holiday touches it.
Not even close. Like not even the
Close.
same stratosphere. It's crazy. Like even like I feel like even as a kid, like your own birthday, it doesn't touch
Not
touch
even
Christmas.
close.
Like it's crazy.
Christmas.
And kind of like the rare extended climax where I guess that Christmas morning is you could maybe technically be it, but like you're feeling that mood for an entire month. Mm-hmm. Everybody's walking around happier. Everybody's so kind to each other. Mm-hmm. Listening to the crooners, drinking, whatever you want at night. If you're an eggnog guy, I'm not a cider guy. Just brown liquor, fucking fire crackling. Oof.
It's
And the after is great. Those days leading up to New Year's Eve.
Those days don't exist. You can do whatever.
yeah, they're like in a void. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So Christmas is
In the
going to
come down of January.
That's bad.
Yeah.
So now we have the 10 seed versus the 7 seed. The 10 seed is, and I don't think we ever. This is what made me think we never did a C1, which is cold cuts. I don't remember talking about cold cuts. I fucking love. I love
How
cold
did cold
cuts.
cuts make the list over cheese, cookies?
Cheese counts
chocolate?
under cold cuts.
What?
Cheese, does cheese not count under cold cuts when you get at a deli?
No.
Like,
I mean,
Cuts are
like
meat.
cheese.
it's a
is
cold
bigger
cut
than
of
cold
cheese.
cuts.
Cheese is big.
No, cold
Yeah,
cut.
cold-
no, but I'm saying
I was
cold.
thinking of a sandwich.
Well, you could have a cold cut sandwich, but cold cuts from the deli. That does cheese not count
Yeah.
underneath that banner?
I always just thought it was
Interesting.
meat.
I always thought it was just meat as well. I never knew
Me
that.
too.
I thought that just counts everything. Like if you have a cold cut sandwich, does it not include cheese?
This must be colloquial. Put that on the list.
Could-
You don't know cold cuts?
You know, we colloquialisms. Put that underneath it, and that's going up against the number 7 seed. We have 2 beaters over here for this one. Cinema. I mean, cinema, and that's also I think a good the SC sound of C. I think also helps me a little bit here. So
You like that?
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. So cold cuts, Cinderella, for example. Cold cuts versus cinema. Starting with you, Nick.
Boys, I'm doing it. I'm abstaining.
You don't like
I'm indifferent.
movies?
I like movies, but you'll never catch me dead saying cinema. Yeah? You say cinema?
I actually like to say theater.
Oh, with
but
the
I
ending with
spell
E.
it R-E.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's why. How'd you know that?
I don't know.
He dabbles.
Well
Yeah.
done. I don't know of anybody else that I've ever met that likes to specifically say it that way.
It was the first thing I thought about you.
It's like premiere,
When
kind
Mincy
of.
came up, I was like,
Yeah.
that's an ER guy.
Yeah. No. R-E.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. ER guy. No, that's what got big.
No.
That's an ER guy. Yeah, I'm abstaining.
All right, you're good. We'll come back to you if we do need a tiebreak.
Is cold cut cheese? Can I get a judge's
All right,
ruling?
I'm gonna look it up
No
on this.
way.
I'm gonna look it up.
It doesn't have to be
might
per the
be.
internet's definition, but per your definition, Kenjac. Are you saying cheese is included?
I
Does it
was, but
change
if I'm in the
math
wrong,
here?
so
A
AI,
cold cut sandwich is never as good as a hot sandwich.
the Google AI search, which is typically
Oh,
right
I don't
on
know
the
if I
book,
agree with that.
they do say it's not.
Yeah, I love a tasty cold sandwich. I like leftover spaghetti cold.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Obsessed.
I don't think
I
I've ever
like it.
tried that.
I can't do Chinese leftovers. I think they're gross. The
I do
chicken
agree.
gets
I like
sweet
that, too.
and slimy.
It hardens up like a fossil.
Yeah, and there's no way to bring that rice back to life.
No,
Oh, the rice,
as you
rice is fucked.
the rice is.
See ya, rice.
What happens?
The rice is the worst.
No, because when I make it when I make rice myself, I find that it actually holds in the fridge quite well. But maybe it's because I'm leaving too much moisture in, so it doesn't dry out like the.
There's something.
So I
Restaurant
can't
rice?
find a definitive answer, but I from what I can tell, most of the things I found on here are saying cold cuts and cheese. So I'm assuming they're counting it as a separate thing. So we're just talking the straight
That's
lunch
a big
meat.
ding. That's a big ding.
That is a huge ding. So just consider that in your vote.
Yeah, I'm going to sit back and watch the boys.
Okay, I may come back to you if we need the tiebreak. KB.
I don't like lunch meat like that. I like dinner meat. I like steaks and
Hot cuts.
fried chicken.
Yeah.
Like a turkey.
Cinema. I don't say cinema. Do you guys say cinema when referring to the movie theater?
Like not earnestly.
Chinema.
Yeah, not earnestly.
Chinema.
Cinema.
Ciao.
If we're talking about movies, I'll go movies.
It is what it is.
Well,
I mean,
going to the cinema though, right? We're talking about going to
Oh,
the
is that?
theater.
I think
we're
it's
just talking about the
just straight
just
movies.
broad
Just
realm
straight
of-
movies.
of film.
Okay.
Straight
I'll
up
do-
movies.
I'll do cinema.
One vote for cinema. Tbob.
Yeah. I mean, I'm obsessed with movies. I think going to the movies is one of the greatest things on planet Earth. Get you butter popcorn, Coke Icy, just let the world melt away for a couple of hours. Also, and I love lunch meats. I fucking love cold cuts. But if anybody has had a wife be pregnant or anything, they tell you that the cold cuts cause listeria.
Yeah.
So cold cuts have a lot of dead babies on their hands, and I don't feel morally correct in advancing anything that's killed so many.
You're right. The moral route is the movie industry.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what a guy.
So, 2 votes for cinema over cold cuts. Tell you what, I fucking love cold cuts. I love some fucking boar's head ham, turkey, fucking salami, superset, all of it. I love it. All that processed sodium-rich meat. But I mean, it's cinema for me.
Yeah, send it through.
Yeah, it's cinema. Cinema is going to move on. Now we can do our second Cheah In game to go up against number 2 seed. First option, comedy. So nebulous, I thought I couldn't put it in as like a number 1 thing. I was like, I don't know if I can even say that as like a regular pick. I think we need to figure that out on a separate level. One we mentioned just earlier, cheese. cheese in the Cheah In game. Chocolate also.
I mean, these are
These are heavy hitters. Some of these I didn't want to put in a regular one.
Why did they just fuck up the regular season?
They did not play well.
What happened? Did somebody get hurt?
Who did they lose it to?
They took some heat when people found out about diabetes and
Oh my
whatnot.
God! Comedy, cheese, and chocolate.
Candy.
Oh my! Fucking candy! Wait a goddamn second, Kenjac.
Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson.
Like Calvin Johnson.
There's no way Calvin Johnson.
If he gets one vote, and I love Calvin Johnson.
Think about
humble
those
superstar.
highlights. Think about those
Yes,
highlights.
he is a good guy.
Think about when they came and told him he was going to make the Hall of Fame. That big dude from the Hall of Fame came to his front door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was a beautiful moment.
That was awesome. It was wonderful.
Carly Rae Jepsen also a lot of bids.
Do you not respect our time?
A lot of bids on Carly Rae Jepsen from the people. So go through the options again. Comedy, cheese, chocolate, candy, Calvin Johnson, and Carly Rae Jepsen. Let's start with you, Gooch.
Ooh. I'm going cheese. I fucking love. I really fucking love cheese. Like, and as I get older, I find that I love it more and more. Like, I am turning into like the basic bitch who just goes to the fridge and just grabs pieces of shredded cheese, slices of cheese, and just munches.
The shredded tobacco pull of like
It
taco
always
cheese.
falls.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, a little bit always falls on the ground.
It's great.
Yeah. Between these, man, I love Calvin. Dude, do you ever watch like his highlight reel?
Yes.
All right, Ken.
Okay, I'm getting it. I would go for a cheese as well here. It's brought more to my life than anything. I think like positive serotonin moments than anything. So I'd go for cheese as well. Tbob.
Yeah. Serotonin, like, doesn't cheese activate the same part of your brain that like drug cravings do?
Pretty
and
sure.
everything. I feel like I read that one time.
has
It's, I mean, it's so many good forms it takes to fucking charcuterie board with like some soft cheeses, some hard cheeses,
Some brie.
That's the thing. It's so
It's
versatile.
not even close.
It's so
not even close.
versatile.
Yeah. There's
Oh my God!
so we are all cheese right now, KB.
It is cheese for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Nick.
Comedy's great because making people laugh is awesome. Laughing is great, but I mean, it takes a lot to make somebody laugh. I mean, I watch a movie and sometimes I don't laugh at all, and it's meant to make me laugh. If you want to make somebody smile, what do you say?
Cheese.
You say cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You say cheese. I'm going cheese.
Who cut the cheese too? Also, that was
Comedy
Oh,
crate
yeah.
Cheese.
Wow.
a lot
Cheese,
of cheese.
yeah.
Wow, not a vote for chocolate. That one I thought could make some candy.
It's sweet versus savory. I'm always gonna go
Me
savory.
too.
Listen,
Me
I've never
too.
been I've never been a sweet guy.
A few of these could have been over. Been in.
I thought about it heavily.
Cowabunga.
Chocolate.
A miracle season for Cowabunga.
So
Yeah.
my thought process on some of these was like, I'm pretty sure we did this once a long time ago, and I just don't want to rehash potentially the same things we already did. So I'm like, I'll throw in some new ones in here, and then we'll throw in a few that we probably talked about before. So cheese, a number 15 seed, is going up against a number 2 seed. Like I said, this is did not want to be as horny on this one as we typically are whenever we do letter ones, where there is some sort of like boob memory. Fucking jugs, whatever, whatever it's going to be. In this case, I think I made it a little bit classier with cleavage, because cleavage is not nude breast, and I do think that cleavage, in a way, can be much hotter than a naked boob. I do think that there are points where if you see straight up like cleavage bursting out of a shirt, whatever, it's insane. It is so fucking nice. So cleavage versus cheese, Nick.
Yeah, cleavage is the breast's smile. It's
That's a quote card right there.
good. And that's the thing. Like, I think cleavage is more sexy than the nipple.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I might get crucified for that.
agree.
No. I agree.
But it's cheese, man. I mean, boobs can look good in a turtleneck. Cheese. I mean, imagine a life without cleavage. I can get by. A life without cheese is tough.
Yeah.
Right.
So one
That's
vote.
what it comes down to.
I feel like you would have been in really bad shape if instead of the gluten intolerance you had dairy.
Lactose.
Yeah, would have been bad. Would have been bad. KB?
Cheese is like the star or co-star of breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks,
Sometimes
hors d'oeuvres,
dessert.
and sometimes dessert.
I don't like cheese sneaking into dessert. I'll
Cheesecake?
say.
I don't
I'm
wanna
not a
know
cheesecake guy,
about
but
I don't count
Yeah.
that as cheese.
you,
Not cheesecake.
But
I don't know.
it's cheese for me.
2 votes for
I don't know what
cheese.
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Tbob.
I have nothing to add. It's cheese for
It's
me as well.
cheese. The 15 seed's going to win. I would say in this specific case, being without cheese in my life would suck way worse, probably,
Yeah.
than losing cleavage.
Yeah, man, I don't even like boobs. Send
You
it
don't.
through.
You don't. That's what people say about
people,
you.
People have always been saying that.
So the cheese is going to move on to into our playoffs. Before we get to our playoff round, let's talk about our last advertiser of the day, Blue Chew. Have better sex with Blue Chew. Again, we are trying not to be too horny on this episode, but I forgot this was the third sponsor. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex, and starting now, Blue Chew is offering a combo so strong it'll knock your socks off. You'll have to move towns with the amount of noise you'll be making. Blue Chew Max has arrived and combines the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis into one chewable. This combo acts fast and lasts. Guys, be ready when she needs it and get your first month of Blue Chew free. Great sex is a few clicks away. Just sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Blue Chew tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. And the best part, it's all done online. That means no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew will not stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house. Shout out to the Commodores. That is the mission. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And we have a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use promo code BRACKET. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code BRACKET. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. One guy I know that does not need this, just based off a very quick conversation, is Tbob. This dude does not need it.
Look, I think look, man, whatever. I'm very happy for Blue Chew. I've done Blue Chew ad reads. I was of the opinion that you're not like a real radio man until you've sold boner pills or some sort of ED solution. But yeah, guys, I'm just telling you guys, Kegels, dude. Twice
Kegels?
a day.
Yeah.
Twice a day.
Okay.
You want
Sometimes I need
stronger
science
regimens.
to step in.
You want better orgasms.
How do you do it?
Better anal controls. It's your PF muscles, your pelvic floor muscles. You're also going to work your anal muscles a little bit, your taint muscles as well.
Okay.
And I actually pay for an app.
Kegel app?
I know. I see everybody look at me like, wow, that's
Paid
fine.
app.
But
Like monthly? On a subscription
I pay for a year.
Okay.
But yes, I think it would come out to about $5 a month.
Okay.
But it's fucking incredible, dude. The amount of confidence you have when you're walking around feeling like your cock is like a swollen bicep. You know how good that feels?
No.
It's fantastic.
Definitely not.
It's fantastic.
No.
A swollen bicep. No.
Oh my word.
I'll do you one better. Never felt the feeling of swollen biceps. The original
Yeah,
feeling you're
right.
looking for.
Right.
But yeah, no, I mean, look, I've been a huge advocate for it to all my friends. Everybody's always like, "Love, I don't need that. I don't want that." It's not about need or want it. Just look. I mean, if it sounds interesting to you, try it out.
Send me the link.
Yeah.
I will. I mean, it takes about a month for I feel like you to start seeing the results, but then if you keep doing it, it works.
So our playoffs right now, we'll start off with I believe it was our 4 seed versus our 5 seed. Good seeding by me, as even though you guys are playing no candy, no chocolate.
no.
Great seeding by me, 4 versus 5. China food versus Climax. This will be a tough one for the fatties and the lechers out there. China food versus climaxing. Gooch.
Give me climaxing in a route. I do really love Chinese food, but boy, do I love coming. Boy, do I love
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
climaxing it is.
But the feeling of like when it arrives is also when your Chinese food arrives.
Exactly. That falls into the climax.
Fuck. So one vote for Climax. I'm gonna go for the China food. I think I just have to. Tbob.
Yeah, I mean, I told you I was writing my top 5 things on planet Earth list. I'm looking now, and I have both Chinese food and orgasms
Wow.
on the list. So it is, whew, it's a lot. You know how when you're like prepping for the SAT, they tell you to just stick with my instincts. I don't have any great reason why, but yeah, I'm gonna go China food. I'm gonna stick with my original answer here and just go China food over coming. And I don't want to hear anything from anybody about like, you said you come 30 times a month. I don't care. That's not the point. I'm just going with China food.
It's almost work for you at that point. Now this is pleasure. China food is the pleasure.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Right. It's a little. You're right. It's more of a. It's a more unique experience, a rare experience, a less oft enjoyed experience.
KB.
I'm gonna go coming.
Reluctantly.
Yeah, very.
Because I used to love Chinese food. The come down, like you mentioned, it's too fatiguing for me nowadays. Stomach doesn't like it. I prefer like Japanese, Thai, or Korean now. But yeah, give me coming.
Doesn't, if I remember right, Skip Bayless eats Chinese food every day? Like the same Chinese
That sounds right.
But like not like
He's
something
pretty ripped, dude.
I think it's like
He's-
no, but it's not something like good. It's like steamed chicken and broccoli or something. But he has the same place every single day or something like that. So we are 2-2. You're gonna break it, Nick.
Yeah, you know my thoughts on Climax. I think coming is too accessible. It's too easy to do.
He's gatekeeping this.
Yeah, you want a paywall coming?
I would just think if coming was harder, I think I'd like it more. It would feel more rewarding.
Oh, that would be what a world that would be.
Yeah, if you had to like complete like some sort of little puzzle
a
before
quest.
bust-
That would
a
be
captcha.
Yeah.
a cum capture.
Yeah.
Fuck, is that a fire hydrant?
Yeah, I click the bridges.
Is that an F or a P?
Imagine how quickly all these like AI like search engines would be like trained, because that's apparently what all those captchas are for. If they just put those at the
Yes.
front of like Pornhub,
Yeah.
you can't get on.
Yeah,
you cannot
right.
get on a porn until you complete the
Training
captcha.
AI to
We reached the singularity immediately.
Yeah, it'd
Within
be
a month.
so fast.
I'm going Chinese food.
Let's go.
China food going to
go.
advanced. Now we have coffee versus Charles Barkley. Chuckster. This is a tough draw, Nick.
Yeah, tough draw for Chuck. It's coffee. It's coffee. It's a genuine addiction that I have.
One vote for coffee, KB.
It's coffee. Yeah, come on.
2 votes for coffee.
Coffee.
3
All
votes.
these things very addictive. Coming, coffee, and cheese.
Yeah, and Charles
Oh, yeah.
Barkley too.
all
So
addictive.
very addictive. It is a very hard draw for Barkley here, because if he had disappeared tomorrow, I never had heard him for the rest of my life. I would be way more set than if coffee was gone forever. I think.
Yeah.
So yeah. Gooch?
Yeah. No, I'm going with coffee.
Coffee. That means it's coffee versus China food, the two of the biggest diuretics on the planet Earth, to go into the finals. Your pick first, Gooch.
Ooh, I'm gonna run it back with coffee. Yeah. No, it's one of those things that I just really do need at this point in my life.
Now I'm thinking, because I think I like these things just about I'm more addicted to coffee, but
But I also have grown to like really love coffee.
yeah, I like it. I'm also addicted to it, but there's a two-edged sword there. But I do think that like their coffee alternatives are not as good as the China food alternatives. Like Nick was saying, like if you
Without
can't get
a doubt.
Chinese, you can get Thai, you can get Korean, you can get Japanese, whatever. You can get other foods, but the other coffee alternatives are not as good as coffee. So I will go for coffee as well. Tbob.
Yeah. I love another C word, the Constitution.
Wow.
And as I laid out earlier, coffee directly responsible. So that was a very good point as well about the substitutes, because you're right. I fucking really don't like energy drinks anymore. I used to love them. I don't like them that much anymore. Yeah, just the fuck the like I think Gooch, maybe you're talking about earlier, the making of it, the brewing, when the smell of coffee hits your nose, you feel like one of those cartoons where you're just kind of hooked,
Like a
and you're
hobo
floating
in a
down.
pie.
Yeah.
That shit
Get
you
me
get right
started.
after your coffee. It's like one of the best shits you'll have.
One of the best shits ever, dude. Yeah, coffee in a landslide.
Imagine giving George Washington a crab rangoon, though. It would change his whole life. Way more than
would.
coffee
Yeah.
And he'd be just mashing it with his
Those fucking
gums.
slave teeth.
did. Yeah, it's
Wooden
fucking slave and
teeth.
horse teeth.
Imagine it.
KB,
Yeah, coffee.
another for coffee. Nick,
Yeah, dude. I've even been doing decaf after dinner, pretending like I'm Ernest
Can't get into
Hemingway.
that, but that.
Yeah, I don't do I just drink the coffee after dinner, and I find I'm still so fat and full that I just like
Yeah,
fall asleep.
I
no
just
problem.
I like the warmth. It feels so good trickling down.
Yeah.
It's coffee.
coffee is going to move into the finals. On the other side, we have this. Wow, this is going to be really.
Coffee's my coming.
Coffee's
Yeah,
I've done it every day for
25 years.
yeah.
this is actually a really hard matchup, and
Ever
I
since that night in the reptile house.
That was it. I was mentioning your cats.
yeah.
fucking reptiles. So this is a really tough one. Actually, this could have been a finals matchup. Curly fries versus Christmas. You're up first.
Fine.
Fucking with you. No, I'm kidding. Nick.
Oh my god.
Nick, you're up first.
Dude, Christmas is I I loved it so much as a kid, and then it kind of the magic faded a little bit. High school, maybe even college, it just became time off of school, and now it's come back full force. I don't know what it is. I fucking love Christmas now.
Well, I like giving gifts now. I love giving gifts. I think it's really fun.
Yeah, but what about getting gifts, dude?
Still good. Still very, very good.
Too.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
It's
But
damn
I used to
so
hate
awesome.
the giving part, I think,
Oh,
as
yeah.
a kid. But now as an
Now it's
adult, I
both.
love it.
Yeah.
It's the best. So you're going to go for Christmas, KB?
Christmas versus
Curly fries.
Yeah, Christmas.
The 2 votes for Christmas. Tbob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know if anybody else has kids on the pod, but you talk about swinging back into the love of Christmas. Now, I never left me, but when you do have kids and you're sitting there the night before and you're prepping all the presents, getting all this other last minute shit up, kind of creating the scene that they're going to walk into, it is like one of the best feelings on the entire planet.
You gotta be
Gotta be.
Ever
So
have that
giddy.
life?
Oh,
I bet
And
you're as
just
giddy
get
as
good
they
and
are.
drunk while you're doing it.
Gooch, you got to be more present in your child's life.
Yeah, you
He's
really do.
absentee.
He's a deadbeat dad.
I'm not changing.
Have you considered his kid's a bad vibe?
Yeah, I mean, he's terrible.
Yeah. So Christmas is gonna win. I'm Christmas. It's
Yeah, I don't even think there's an argument that anybody could make in favor of curly fries here. It's just Christmas.
kind of a pretty tough draw.
You gotta be silent. If it was Christmas, if it was Christmas
be like
versus
a fa-
potatoes,
you have to be
as
like a
whole,
fat-
I don't know where I'd go.
That would be a good match.
I think you'd have to be like a fat Muslim person to go vote against Christmas here. Like the
Yeah,
fattest,
right?
the fattest
Even like a thinner
non-Christian.
Muslim can appreciate the magic of Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
That's the thing. It permeates so hard into our society. Like it's like there's 2 months of the year that just get significantly better in the middle of winter, based around this holiday.
Oh,
Yeah.
the timing is even. Yeah.
kickoff, right?
Imagine winter without Christmas.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
it'd be
and
brutal.
even though it's a different holiday, you kind of start the season with a bang with the Thanksgiving meal.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's a great time, family, friends, drinks, delicious foods, and then the next day, maybe lights start to pop up in
Yeah.
the neighborhood.
Thanksgiving's preseason football.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
all right, it's back.
Would you guys prefer if Christmas was 1 or 2 months later?
Ooh.
January.
January 25th.
No, because it's the
too
prettiest
close to
time
MLK
of
Day.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's very early.
To me, it's the crescendo of the year. It's the the celebration of the year that was, and then we begin anew. I think that'd be. I've always disliked how NASCAR has the Daytona 500 at the beginning of the season. Like I like your big event at the end.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it really
It's
is.
almost a climax in itself.
Yeah.
The-
Thanksgiving is kind of like the Hall of Fame game. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're like setting yourself up. Like, okay, I guess so. We're getting there.
Does this hurt Christmas's candidacy in the final at all, though? That if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's summer. When
Tough shit.
if you're-
Be in the right
I was
hemisphere.
watching Bluey, and their Christmas episodes, they're like swimming in the pool and like grilling outside and doing like all
No
this-
kidding.
Yeah, they're doing
That's
all
the
summer
Australian
shit.
perspective.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Oh yeah, Australia.
they still seem to like it, and they they get excited about it, but it seems a little
It's not even a good
Yeah,
like.
I don't like that.
I can't even think of like an inverse because like I'm trying to think of like a summer holiday that would be cold, but like they obviously don't celebrate like 4th of July. So like, what is the alternative version of it? So I don't know.
4th of July would suck in the winter.
It'd be terrible. It'd be dog shit.
Other countries celebrating their New Year's at different points of the year has always thrown me off.
I hate
like
it.
the Chinese New Year's.
They should have to
thing.
do ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is all Christmas, obviously. On the other side, we have cheese versus cinema. Starting with you, Gooch. It's actually a battle of titans for you.
Fuck.
This is tough.
Yeah, I do love cheese. I do love it, but like the movies are just
Yeah.
got me locked in right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1 vote for cinema.
Are you at your peak of movie consumption right now?
I think so. I really
Wow.
do.
Yeah,
Got a
you-
new TV 2 weeks ago, and it's been.
What?
How many movie a night?
Yeah, how many flicks a day we at?
We're a little over a movie a day right now into the year. We're like 180
Oh,
in the year.
yeah. Oh my god.
Damn.
So we are one. I actually watched a really dog shit movie I meant to tell you about. It was like some. I gotta figure it out later. It was really bad. I meant to talk about it on the pod earlier. So 1 vote for cinema over cheese. I think I'm gonna go for This is tough too, but I do think it's probably going to be cinema. I think cinema I should cut out cheese, right? Like you should not be eating cheese, but I love
Probably
it.
watch less movies too. But
That too. But I don't want to, and it's not as harmful probably as the cheese. So I'm going to go for cinema here. Tbob.
I want desperately to do cinema, but we just gotta call it is what it is. Fat, and I fucking love cheese. So give me cheese.
Cheese, 1-2 or 2-1 in favor of cinema right now. KB.
It's unfortunately cheese. I think TV's just good enough for me to pick cheese.
Yeah, TV does bring down movies.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great point. That means cheese is going to move on.
Yeah.
So to go into the finals versus coffee, cheese versus Christmas. Nick.
Oh shit.
To think about what cheese has done, right? It's a stinky mold, and it's become
Imperative.
It's pretty
It's very
inspirational,
gross.
isn't it? Though
it's really inspirational.
yeah, it shows us that we can be more than what we were kind of originally made as.
It's if you look at cheese, it's almost like it's a hero. It's
Can be on a
it's
hero, too.
overcome so much. Man, this is really, really hard.
It has been perverted in many ways, though.
Yeah,
Like a craft single where it's not even technically cheese.
Cheese
it's
whiz.
food stuff.
it's a slap in the
whiz.
face to God. Meanwhile, one's celebrating God's birthday.
Yeah. Oh, God's son's birthday.
Good versus evil. It depends on who.
Well,
Yeah.
who you ask.
kind of.
Yeah,
3 and 1,
lump.
1 and 3.
Yeah. Guys, I got to go Christmas, man. I'm getting softer in my age. It's the family. It's
You do Kegel.
Christmas is Christmas.
yeah,
Or blue cheese.
whatever works. It's Christmas.
So 1 vote for Christmas over cheese. KB.
It has to be cheese for me. That was my Christmas.
Would you rather go a year without cheese or a year without Christmas?
Unfortunately, a year without Christmas.
Wow.
I hate I hate admitting that, but
What an incredibly insightful question. Cut away all the fat. A year without cheese or a year without Christmas? Without a doubt, I would go a year without cheese.
Yeah.
Like that really just
I would be so
crystallized things in
depressed.
my mind.
Everybody around you
Yes.
getting ready to celebrate Christmas, and it's just another
Not you.
day.
Hey, enjoy that fucking
Harry
pizza,
Potter
bitch.
and
Enjoy the
would be
mozzarella
Christmas
stick.
Eve.
Oh God, mozzarella sticks are fucking.
Oh no!
You reversed it.
I'm going through my meals, my repertoire. It's cheese for me.
But again, well, I mean, and not that this is like necessarily the parameters of the question, but how you framed it, it's like, and honestly, if I didn't eat cheese for a year, probably looking pretty good. Maybe looking a little svelte. Where
Are you
like,
eating that much cheese to where it would make a
Drastic
giant
effect,
change?
yeah.
I mean, okay,
You're not like a slob.
no, but I mean, but kind of like KB's getting at. Even if it's not the main star, cheese is at the party a lot of times in one way or another. He's always kind of hanging out,
I
which
think
is good. I like him.
meals that include cheese kind of need the cheese, in my opinion.
You can't have like a cheeseless, like a ziti without cheese. I don't
Ultimate
think-
glue guy.
Even like nachos, I don't
Yeah.
think don't work without cheese. Like it's
Like
there's a lot.
literal and metaphorical glue guy. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
melted
Yeah.
and hold.
Like just
everything
mac.
together.
Imagine just the mac. No cheese.
just nudes.
Kyle, you would be suicidal at Christmas time.
It would be
so
tough.
sad. And then you got to get two, so don't get another
What
one.
does that mean? I wouldn't be able to just the day. I would have Christmas Eve, which I love.
The Christmas season.
I don't
No,
think
you
you're
don't
allowed
get
to
the
have
Christmas
anything
season.
Christmas. You can't have anything Christmas.
I would have to, in that scenario, I would have to publicly pick no cheese.
So you're gonna
I would
swap?
still
Are
want.
you sneaking cheese?
I would still rather have cheese.
Kyle, good.
Hey, if we catch you,
No, you're
if we
right.
catch you sneaking cheese.
You're not allowed to
No.
You're not allowed to hear a single bell.
Yeah.
Christmas, Chris. I guess I would take Christmas.
You have to get. How would you skip? I think you would be like the episode of South Park. You just have to get like frozen in time.
Yeah, hyperbaric
Maybe
tam chamber.
Thanksgiving Day, and then we wake you up January 1st.
Oh, that'd be
Well, no,
so
'cause
brutal.
That's like fast forwarding. I think he has to be around the Christmas, but you're not allowed to
Participate.
You're not allowed to do anything. You could be under mistletoe with your love, and you have to ignore her.
You can't look at a pine tree. You can't do anything. You can't do anything
Give me the
related to
cheese.
this.
Give me the cheese.
So we are 2-1 in favor of Christmas. I think Christmas is just too important. I can't imagine going through no anticipation towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? Like you got nothing. There's just nothing to look forward to. So I think I got to go for Christmas as well. So 3 for Christmas, 1 for cheese. Gooch.
Yeah, that's the big thing right there. It's like it comes at the exact right moment. Mm-hmm. Imagine the Thanksgiving ends, and what do you look forward to?
Are you a
Yeah.
little embarrassed?
Yeah, I feel horrible.
I guess you just hate God.
So yeah, now I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would do Christmas over a year.
Too late.
For being real. I'm hungry right now.
Gooch, that was another great line. Christmas comes at the exact right time. You are so right on that. I don't know, every single year, it always feels that way.
Christmas comes at Christmas time every fucking year.
Kind of does, yeah.
Same time. About as consistent as it could be. So
Christmas
Christmas.
time. Where the fuck is Christmas?
It's really late this year. What the fuck? So
You just keep checking your watch.
fuck, it's a
I'd
leap
rather
year.
it be on February 10th.
You're insane.
It's the dumbest fucking thing I've
Wait,
ever heard.
you want Christmas to be
wanna
February
fight you.
10th?
That's like the grayest.
Fight you.
Yeah, because Christmas is the beginning of. Sometimes winter hasn't even truly hit yet, and then you have 3 months of misery after Christmas.
I
But
don't.
Isn't that why
I'd rather that.
Christmas so much?
I'd rather that be in the middle of that anguish.
I think it's so much more not tied into the time, like the weather of year versus the calendar part of the year. The calendar is what is so important to me. Is that
I
it's
would
like
rather it have
Yes.
began this way. I wouldn't want to change it now.
Fucking Daytona 500 fan over.
Convince your
Yeah.
family. Just be like, hey, can we celebrate on the 10th?
February 10th. February 10th would be.
Yeah, we do Christmas on February 10th.
yeah. I
But
was
getting January 20th to February 10th off.
Yeah. Oh. I would be jealous when my Christmas ended and you're like, yeah,
Yeah, mine's coming up.
so our finals: Christmas versus coffee. This is a tough one. Gooch, you're gonna start for voting.
Do the same hypothetical.
Same hypothetical. So one is just you can't indulge in one for a full year.
There is no substitute for Christmas. I'm sorry, Hanukkah. Christmas
Or Kwanzaa.
or Kwanzaa, sure. We're still doing that.
Do you know a single person?
Are we still doing it? We still pretending
I feel like there was like a huge push when we were kids, and
Yes.
it's gone away.
Yeah.
They tried to tell us that was, but
they acted like that was the big three.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
big 3. Yeah, they did.
See, I had that Lamar Odom debate the other day where I think LeBron or somebody said Lamar wasn't actually a member of the big three.
Dude.
That was it.
There's a very funny Futurama
Or
bit.
not Lamar Odom.
Chris Bosh?
Chris Bosh.
Chris
sorry.
Bosh.
No, I mean, Kwanzaa would be Mario Chalmers.
Yes, it'd be Norris Cole. It'd be he snuck on there somehow. Yeah, there's a great bit in Futurama about it where like there's the Christmas bot, the Hanukkah zombie, and then the Kwanzaa bot. And the Kwanzaa bot's like, I give out the same gift every year, and it's just a book that says, "What the fuck is Kwanzaa?" 'Cause I've been giving this out for 3,000 years.
Well, Kwanzaa's pretty new, right? Did it start in the 70s?
It's
the
pretty
80s?
new, yeah.
There's only 12 million people who celebrate it. They
Yeah.
try to preach that it was like all of Africa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It literally the
Definitely
big
got
three.
marketed that way.
That's like a 0.5% of.
It had a good song.
Nigeria.
It was the definition of an industry plant is Kwanzaa. They really tried to make it, and it did not.
Did it start in the U.S. though?
I thought it did.
May have.
It had a song. I remember that.
Kwanzaa had a song.
Yeah. I can't
It
remember.
was called the Kwanzaa song.
Yeah, it's,
It's just a rip off of every Christmas song.
U.S. created it.
Have a holly jolly
60s.
Kwanzaa. Yeah.
60s. Yeah.
the Kwanzaa remix of
It
everything.
actually makes sense that it would be in the 60s. That's like a part of like probably like the civil rights
Yeah.
movement. I would
Sure.
imagine.
But a lot of people's parents are probably older than Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah, that's
That's brutal.
that takes away a lot of legitimacy.
Right.
So what's the?
Your mom's older than Kwanzaa.
Do you get gifts on
Scathing.
Kwanzaa?
That sounds horrible.
I don't even know the traditions. Do you get like gifts? I think they have like a fake menorah thing too. Don't they have like candles or something they light?
They're taking everybody's.
Yeah, they're just
taking everybody's
that's
shit.
the first
I don't know.
appropriation. Let's be clear.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. It's a Kwanzaa tradition.
No clue. So you're gonna go with Christmas over coffee.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think kind of the issue is here. Like I love coffee. It's so built into my daily routine, and when I don't have it, I'm miserable, and I look forward to the next point in which I have it. But I think that defines more an addiction at times than it does anything else. But I think losing Christmas would be like such a foundational pain. Like, you know what I mean? Like your entire, like you talk about like seasonal depression, you'd be fucking miserable all that period of year. So I think I gotta go with Christmas as well. So
Kwanzaa's pretty much Hanukkah and Christmas combined. They light candles, they give gifts, have a feast, but instead of a tree, they have an ear of corn.
An ear of
What?
corn.
But they have an ear of corn in the middle
Oh,
of the
an
table.
ear of corn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I might not. Is it? I don't think I believe in Kwanzaa.
You have that right?
Do you think people celebrate that?
You don't think anyone celebrates Kwanzaa? Is what you're saying?
I'm kind of with
Never
Kyle.
mind.
I don't think so.
I never knew anybody.
Sprinkle in their Kwanzaa to Christmas.
There might be a sprinkling of Kwanzaa.
I do love
not-
seeing multi-ethnic Santas. I do love seeing a black Santa.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
what I want.
Oh, wow.
Mexican Santa?
Mexican Santa
Like,
rocks.
how did this turn into black Santa? You just made it like saying like we were anti-black
No.
Santa.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm saying we want to sprinkle in elements of Kwanzaa into other holidays. I love a black Santa. I love a Korean Santa.
Hey,
China celebrate Christmas?
Oh yeah. There's a
Yeah?
lot of
They
Chinese
do?
Christians. A lot of Chinese Christians.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess I mean,
Does
in the
their,
traditional
Santa
marketing
have a
sense. Yeah, like do they have a big fat Chinese man?
Yeah. It's like the Buddha. I think they call him.
Is he
He's
bearded?
That makes sense.
no. I don't think he's bearded. I'm not sure. They have separate versions of it for different countries and stuff. Like the
Yeah.
Korean Jesus thing, even from like 21 Jump Street and all that. They all have the different versions. But I do like
That'd be a fun project to research all the different Santas.
the different
Yeah.
versions. Who would be the worst? Which ethnicity would have the worst Santa? You're up first, Nick.
Germans.
Australian Santa.
I believe.
Oh, he'd be the
Dutch-
coolest Santa.
He'd be annoying.
really annoying.
He'd like.
I believe Dutch Santa used to kidnap children.
I think that's Krampus,
or like
right?
Parents. I think that's where Krampus
The Yule
comes
Bull,
from.
the Yule lads.
That's Iceland.
Yes.
Iceland has the Yule lads.
Yeah, the
Where they would
Yule lads.
lick all your spoons.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Who would be the worst Santa? Italian Santa would be too loud. You'd hear him. He'd wake you up.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be a good one. I don't know.
Yeah, he could get through the chimney easily though, with that olive oil skin.
Yeah, slicked up bastard. So 2 votes for Christmas, Tbob.
Yeah, it's weird because I thought coffee was winning this entire time, but the more and more we talk, man, I cannot do a life without Christmas. And plus, to combine a little cinema and Christmas movies.
Yeah,
One
true.
of life's greatest joys.
Right.
You watch them time and time again, and yet you enjoy them just the same. It's a Wonderful Life. The anticipation to around the 23rd, 22nd, watching It's a Wonderful Life while I drink an entire fifth of bourbon is like, I just it never gets old.
Are
And I
they
cry
good
so
movies,
hard
or is it a
every time.
product of the time? And
I
Both.
think It's a Wonderful Life is an unbelievably great movie.
Okay.
Timeless. It speaks to, so like Tolkien used to talk about this with Lord of the Rings, where he really disliked allegory, but he liked applicability, right? He didn't want it to be one-to-one. I wrote this to be this.
Yeah.
He wanted to write general themes that you can apply to your life. And I feel like that's what It's a Wonderful Life is. Like the final line, no man can be considered poor who has friends.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. Yeah.
I also don't think you can
yeah.
I don't think you can call It's a Wonderful Life a Christmas merchant. I don't think they're separable as entities. You know what I mean? Like you need to consider Christmas
Yes,
as
no,
part
they're
of it.
one of the same. And it only exists in Christmas, and I love them, and I love Christmas Vacation, whatever, all the classics. So, and then every time somebody comes out with a new one that enters the rotation, that's always plenty of fun.
Which is rare,
yeah.
unfortunately. I kind of wish that there was more, there are better new ones that come out more frequently.
What's the newest Christmas movie that you've accepted into your heart?
That's a great question. I honestly think
it
that's
might
like
be Polar Express, man.
Bad Santa.
Ooh, I actually
As
kind
an
of
annual watch?
You don't like Polar Express?
I fucking
Creepy.
hate
The animation?
North
It's
Pole
creepy.
design of Polar.
Oh, the North Pole design is not great.
Like, let's say, what if the North Pole was just like smoky, gray,
Yeah.
brown, industrial England?
It looks like Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
would say
great.
Night Before
Yeah, I was about
is
to
a
say
fun
that.
one
Oh, that is fun.
that has broken in my rotation.
Red one.
Red one,
Starring The
obviously.
Red
Yeah.
one was cool. Red one was Red one was
No, we didn't.
fun.
We're not Red
was fun. I'm not doing it every year, but Red one wasn't bad. That's another thing. You can make a shitty Christmas movie, it'll still be all right.
Yeah. So we're all Christmas right now, KB.
It is Christmas over coffee, but if the C word was caffeine, I don't know which one I'd rather give up.
That makes it harder.
Yeah.
I think my whole family would be like, let's just do no Christmas.
Convert to
No
Judaism.
caffeine for a year.
But it's no,
That's not what
it's
we're
no coffee.
doing.
It's no coffee.
No,
yeah.
the world would we couldn't do our job.
I don't think I could do my job.
You could find
Go
different
back to
avenues of
medieval
caffeine.
time.
Yeah.
You could find
What?
different. You could find different avenues of caffeine.
Espresso, baby.
I'm saying if it
Espresso's-
was caffeine
Oh,
But you
but
can find different amphetamine
instead of
avenues.
coffee,
If
that
my
would-
aunt-
It all would go away.
that would destroy me though.
We could do some cocaine more regularly.
Yeah.
Considerable amounts of.
If coffee was banned, would there be a push to legalize
Wait, hold on. No,
cocaine?
wait, caffeine, not coffee. Sorry.
If caffeine was banned,
Would there be a big about?
I think
cocaine would be
we would
legalized
need,
next day.
we would really
I
want
think we
cocaine.
Yeah, I think
tested that theory
that's
in like
right.
the
Caffeine
18th
takes
century.
tea out as well.
Yeah.
No
right?
tea. Yeah.
Yeah, it does take out
If
tea.
you ban caffeine, that takes tea out as well. Which
Sure does.
Also, soda. Like a lot of soda has caffeine. You'd have to
Caffeine.
you have to change the
Caffeine
formula
might
of
be
Coke.
one of the best.
Can't wait for RFK to hear this pod and just
Yeah, always gonna go ballistic.
your coffee.
I wanted Christmas to win this one.
Chris. I can say it. I'm part of the family. It's all good here. So, Kay, you're gonna go with Christmas.
I'm gonna go Christmas over coffee.
Christmas over
because of energy drinks.
Christmas. Nick. Saint Nick.
I have coffee every day. I couldn't do Christmas every day.
no, there's a
God fucking no. When Christmas is over, I'm ready for.
You kind of are.
All right,
Yeah.
I want to go home.
yeah.
I'm going coffee.
Wow, you're gonna be the lone dissenting
Oh,
vote.
oh.
But it's not in every. It's for what they are. I don't think for what they theoretically should be.
My
There's
vote's
another C word, contrarian.
Contrarian. Yeah.
Emphasis on the cunt.
Imagine how much meaner you would be if you didn't have coffee.
Hey, another C, Cole, for that insult for you on trying to make fun of Nick on that one. So that means the winner of the bracket episode 178, best thing that starts with the letter C, is Christmas.
Let's go.
Valid winner over coffee. I do think coffee, though, hey, shout out to coffee. I think we gave it and more than enough flowers in this one.
Shout out to Cowabunga.
Couch Cowabunga. Hey,
Lost its first round badly, but it somehow did well.
hey, Cowabunga did not get a single vote. It got some airtime though. You know what I
really
mean?
did.
It got some Sister Jean or something. I don't know what you would call it, like in the attorney.
it's just routine.
For Cowabunga. But that's bracket episode 178. We'll be back next week with a new episode, which should be live in Chicago. So we'll see, or not live, but in Chicago. So we'll see you guys then.